Hi, it's Heidi. I'm a real mom cooking real food. So today I'm making tacos for Taco Tuesday. And guess what? Tacos don't have to be unhealthy. Um, and I'm sure that there are lots of vegetarian recipes, but I'm not a vegetarian. But I don't eat pork or beef. This is turkey, so I'm using ground turkey. Ta-da! And I am making some beans. You can either make beans in an Instant Pot, but I didn't do that today, or you can find a healthy brand of refried beans. And that's what I found. It's the Rosarita Organic Refried Beans Traditional. And so that's what I'm doing today to make things easy. So I've got one pan right here. It's ground turkey cooking. And then I've got a pot right here with the refried beans getting nice and warm. When we are cooking real food, what that means is that we're trying to stick to whole foods with very little ingredients in each thing that we're using. So we're not going to try to use any processed food, and if we use any processed food, we want to make sure that it's organic and it has the least amount of ingredients as possible, because that's what our bodies need in order to stay healthy and in order to process things well and in order to avoid any types of inflammation and virus pathogens, things like that. We want to stay really healthy. So we're going to make our own guacamole for the tacos, and it's so easy. We have some avocados here. Make sure they're nice and soft. And all we got to do is cut them up and mash them up. Okay, so I'm just going to scoop all of the avocado meat out. I'm going to get this seed out of here. And then we will scoop the rest of this. I'm going to make 2 avocados worth. You can really make as many as you want, depending on how many tacos you're making. But yeah, so look how good this avocado is. It's like perfectly soft and green. It's beautiful. But avocados have so many nutrients that are so good for our bodies. So I know a lot of times we hear, I want to be healthy, but I also love tacos. Well, guess what? You can do both. You can be healthy, love tacos, and eat tacos. So how about that? All right, so now it just looks like this, but it's not guacamole, it's just chopped. Okay, so then I'm going to get some of this onion powder. Again, one ingredient. The only ingredient in here is onions. So I'm just going to pour some onion powder into the bowl. Let me angle this so you can see it better. And then we want some salt and pepper. Some people like to add lemon or lime. I don't really like my guacamole to be tangy, so I am not going to do that. But I am going to add a little bit of garlic. There we go. And now I'm just going to mash it. Okay. So, mashing up our guacamole here. And nothing unhealthy went into this guacamole. So if you hear people say guacamole is unhealthy, it's not. And it is high in fat, yes. But these are the healthy fats that our bodies need every day in order to function. You want to make sure that you're getting fats, proteins, and carbs every day. Okay, so there we go. Look at how beautiful. There's our guacamole. Now we're going to come over here and check on our meat. We need to chop it up a little bit. I'm going to set this up over here. So I'm just trying to make it as grainy as possible so it can be easily eaten in a taco. And this is just ground turkey. I'm going to make sure it's clean turkey and organic and as low fat as possible, but we will drain the fat out of it. Because again, we want to stick with healthy fats. Okay. So, looking like now, we're going to come over here to our beans. Beans are easy because we just used the can, refried beans. I'm going to turn them down a little bit. They're overcooking. Okay. So this is still cooking. The beans are still cooking. The guacamole is ready, and now I set out some salsa. Again, we want to make sure it's as little ingredients as possible, and salsa is healthy for you. It is chopped vegetables. What you want to make sure though is the sugar content. Sometimes it has a lot of added sugar. This one does not have any added sugar, 0 grams added sugar. So you want to stick with a salsa like that. So now I'm just setting up all of our toppings. So I am not going to eat this because I'm dairy free, but people who do eat dairy, another reason why tacos get a bad rap is because they have cheese. So just keep it minimal. Do a tiny little bit. Do a pinch of cheese on top, and that will add as much flavor as you need. I am going to use this, which actually has really clean ingredients in it. You can name everything. You'd probably have anything in here in your pantry or your fridge. So that's what you want when you're looking for foods. You want to be able to know what it is, know what each ingredient is, be able to make it yourself from your pantry. But if you're a busy mom like me, you don't have time to make it from your pantry, so you buy it. These are the seasonings that I'm going to use in the taco meat. First, I'm going to drain the fat out, and then I'm going to go ahead and add the seasonings. Okay, so if this can clog your sink and you don't want to pour it down your sink, you probably don't want to pour it into your arteries. So we're just going to drain it out of there. And this is really low fat turkey, so there's really not much in there. But then we want to add a little bit of water so that we're not going to burn our turkey. So I'm just going to get a little cup. And I'm just going to pour a little bit. There you go. Okay. And then this is the fun part. We get to just put some seasonings. Here's this one. This one is called Garlic Lovers from Flavor God. And this one's called Buffalo Seasoning. Oh, this is a new one. It's funny when you mix the flavors together, it can make a taco seasoning. But we're trying to stay away from added sugar